Hello, I'm Renee Sertic, and I'm from University of Wisconsin-Stout. My presentation is on returning adults, connecting advancement with lifelong learning. Over the past 6 months, we have done research on an introductory course that we do with returning adults that are coming in for degree completion. We've been looking at their stories to figure out the difference between positive and negative emotional attractors, and then how to summarize that information to best help those learners utilize their strengths by imposing in a badge system, a digital badge system, to help them move through the advancement within their given profession. So we completed a study. I'm going to talk about the study, and then I'm going to talk about the digital badge system that we're utilizing. The sample. We have 54 individuals in the program. Again, they're returning adults. They bring in lifelong experiences. They're bringing in their successes as well as the challenges that they've had. One of the things that you note about returning adults is that often they've had bumps to get to this point. You're going to look at individuals mid-age, mid-career, will bring in a nice background of career experiences, sometimes connected, sometimes not, because I find that whole career projection is a journey for individuals. So again, we were looking at individuals, they're all employed, but how are they perceiving what's happened to them in the past? So when we looked at it, we were looking at the constructed stories, how those are interwoven into the positive and negative emotional attractors, and then how they play into the career aspirations. So, you know, one of the things that you look at is positive and negative emotional attractors. Positive, hopes, goals, aspirations. And it looks at experiences that are helping people make sense of what's happened, but it aligns them with their career aspirations. Negative emotional attractors, on the other side, those are the experiences that you see that have been challenges for individuals. It's either the problems that you deal with on a day-to-day basis or some of the crises that you hit in life. So what did we find? Well, we first asked students to provide us an experience that has gotten them to where they're at today. So the first things that you're going to see are going to be the positive experiences. And you're going to see a huge range in the positive experiences that grow people or that they experience on their path. So the next piece of it was the negative experiences. Not everybody has positive experiences that leads them on from a self-efficacy. Some instead have these that in many ways it brings them back to where they're going in life. We then took those experiences and laid them out because we wanted to look at the themes of what was happening to people, positive and negative, but then align them so that we could utilize it for a digital badge system. Positive, career advancement, opportunities at work, positive things that were happening to an individual, that they were given more responsibility, that they were challenged, their skills were challenged, that they were advanced in the job with a promotion. Negative, the negative emotional attractors, in many ways they are life's lessons. In many ways, when you look at the individuals, when they're telling their stories, it was a turning point for them as they realized that things had to change. And that was the point, that they started to put positive experiences back together. One of the interesting things that when you look at career development and you look at where people are going, you want to look at positive emotional attractors are followed by the negative. If adults have those in that order, they're more likely going to be successful in their career paths. So then what we did was we created a digital badge program. We began to put these pieces together and organize them into a badge system that could be utilized to guide an individual who's coming back to complete their degree. You're going to see the different categories. In the first class, they're developing a portfolio. Gosh, we're tying that back to future opportunities. You never know when they're going to be coming, but you got to continually keep that updated. We utilize a digital, but again, it's preparing for those future opportunities. We look at skill profiles. We look at individuals coming into this program, and again, the digital badges are going to be earned during the program or at the last class, which is considered a management seminar. But they got to demonstrate proficiency. How did you utilize this? How did you utilize what you were taught on your job to increase the competencies that you have. Mentoring, again, we looked at encouragement as being a big piece of individuals developing themselves. Stretching themselves positively. You know what? We know that there's lots of things from the community, from things that they're doing on their job that really grows an individual. We also realize the certification and credentialing piece of it. So this particular category, self-actualization, moving people along through where they're at. The last couple of pieces is one, self-preservation. Now, we see individuals as really trying to always hold on to the balance in life. So this particular category looks at how are you maintaining that? What actions or what behaviors have you taken to actually preserve or to balance yourself out? Again, you just keep going. The last piece of it is embracing discomfort as personal development. Again, we watch these individuals that have lots of different experiences, but we realize that part of growing professionally is to acknowledge that you're going to be discomfortable at times. Change isn't always positive. Sometimes it does make us feel vulnerable, but it's through that in which a person really advances who they are and where they're going. So our digital badge system has gone into place in our program. As a result, individuals, if they can acquire 5 of the 6 badges, will be receiving a letter of recommendation that is very grounded in what they have done during their degree that would lead them toward advancement. So I have left my email on the PowerPoint, so if you have any questions or would like a copy of the digital portfolio rubric, you're more than welcome to email me. Thank you.